All right, let me show you something real quick. Imagine you pick up a product, scan it with your phone, and suddenly the packaging turns into an interactive AR experience. Maybe it's a minigame, a video, or something you can tap and explore. That's not editing, that's real AR packaging. And today, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to create this using Kivicube. No coding, no 3D experience needed. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to turn any product packaging into an interactive experience and even use it to drive traffic to your website or social media. If you've never used Kivicube before, don't worry, I'll go step by step. Let's get into it. First, take a clear, well-lit photo of your product's front packaging. Make sure there's no glare or anything blocking the view. This will be your AR tracking image. The more detail and color your image has, the more stable and smooth your AR experience will be later on. All right, let's start creating AR. Log into Kivicube, click New Scene in the top right corner, and select Image AR. Give your scene a name, upload the tracking photo you just took, and you'll land in a blank workspace ready to build. Now it's time to add your content. On the left side, pick the asset type you're using, whether it's images, videos, or other media, and upload everything through Upload Assets. Once they're in, just drag and drop them into your scene. Use the Transform tool to quickly adjust position, size, and rotation. If you're making multiple switchable scenes, group assets from the same section and name the group clearly. This way, you can move or edit everything at once. If your canvas gets crowded, hit that little eye icon to hide or show assets, which makes arranging way easier. Want your AR to feel more grounded in the real world? I've got a quick trick for you. Upload a clean product photo on a plain background, drag it into the scene, and click AI Gen, then Generate Now. You'll get a custom occlusion mask for your product. Compress and save it, and the model will appear in your scene. Adjust its size with the Transform tool, and tap that little eye icon to hide any extra layers. That way, you can get the model positioned just right. Then turn on occlusion over there. This creates real-world physical blocking, so your AR elements look like they're actually behind or inside the product. Okay, let's create a tap interaction that switches scenes. By default, all your assets show up at once when you scan the bottle, and that looks messy. We'll use the visibility feature to fix that. First, select the assets and buttons you want visible when someone first scans the image. Then invert the selection to highlight everything else. Set those to invisible, and set the trigger to tracked. Now only your starting screen shows up when scanned. Next, set up your Start button to switch to storytelling. Go back to visibility, select storytelling's assets and button, set them to visible, and set the trigger to when the Start button is clicked. Now tapping the button jumps to the next scene. Just repeat this same step for every button and scene you want. If you want your AR to feel more polished, add animations. Select an asset, hit the plus sign next to animation on the right. You've got tons of options here. I always start with an entrance animation to make elements pop in naturally. Pick one you like, tweak the speed and style, and make sure the trigger matches the visibility rule for that asset. For example, if the asset shows up when the Start button is clicked, the animation trigger should be the same. Preview it, and if you like it, use Copy to apply the same animation to other assets in the same scene. You can also add emphasize animations like a gentle swing, Y-axis, Z to 1, swing 6 degrees. Set the loop to infinite if you want it to keep moving. Just make the trigger after the entrance animation ends, and your whole AR will feel super smooth and professional. Let's make that fun treasure hunt where gray assets light up and play videos. First, position your gray collectible assets. Copy their position, drag in the colored, lighted versions, and paste the placement so they line up perfectly. Do this for all your collectibles and videos. Now use visibility again. Select all the lighted assets and videos, set them to invisible, trigger to tracked so they start hidden. Then set each lighted asset and its corresponding video to visible when its gray version is clicked. Tap a gray icon, it lights up and plays a video. Use the same logic for every item in your hunt. Next up, we're gonna make a fun little lucky draw game to help bring in more traffic. Adding a click-to-win lottery feature is one of the most engaging functions for AR packaging, and it's extremely easy to set up. First, go to Transparent Video, select Public, and search for Lottery to find the template. Drag both the lottery video and the winning pop-up into your scene and arrange them where you want. Next, we'll set up the interaction. When users tap the lottery button, the lottery video plays first, then the winning reward pop-up appears. Start with visibility. Select both the lottery video and the winning pop-up, then set them to invisible. For the trigger, choose Tracked, so both elements stay hidden at first. Then, still in visibility, set the lottery video to Show. Make sure the trigger is set to when the lottery button is clicked. Now the video will appear when users tap the button. To make the video play automatically, go to the Events panel on the left, select Video, pick your lottery video, and set it to play. Again, set the trigger to when the lottery button is clicked. Now, tapping the button will show and play the video. For a smoother effect, we'll make the winning pop-up appear after the lottery video finishes. Use the same method in visibility. Select the winning pop-up and set it to show. For the trigger, choose when the lottery video stops. Don't forget this final step. Go back to visibility, select the lottery video, and set it to hide with the trigger, as when the lottery video stops. Congratulations! Your lottery interaction is now fully set up. This next step is key for driving traffic. When users tap the Claim Reward pop-up, they'll be directed straight to your website or private domain. Go back to the Events panel and select Link. Paste the URL you want to redirect users to. For the trigger, choose when the Claim Reward pop-up is clicked. Now, when users tap the claim pop-up, they'll be taken directly to your official site. It's a simple, effective way to move customers from offline engagement to online traffic. Now, let's admire the AR you've made. Once everything's set, click Save and Share in the top right. Scan the QR code with your phone, point it at your product, and watch that plain bottle or box come to life. Pro tip: if you want to make AR packaging even faster, go to the Kivicube dashboard, search for packaging, and you'll find ready-to-use templates. Click Duplicate, name your scene, and you'll jump straight into a pre-built setup. Just upload your own packaging image under Target. Replace the existing visuals with yours, save and share, and you're done. You can also swap out any assets with your own images or videos to fully customize it in minutes. Quick tip: when swapping stuff, make sure you swap like with like. If it's a 3D model, replace it with another 3D model. Then just save and preview, and boom, you've got your own AR packaging. Traditional packaging just sits on a shelf, but AR packaging, it interacts, it tells a story, it actually pulls people in. And the best part is, you don't need to code and you don't need to build 3D models from scratch. If you want your packaging to do more than just look good and actually drive engagement or traffic, give this a try.